Hans in the Netherlands writes, Octave Records' core business is around providing great recorded music. That is correct. Getting the attention from a global audience is challenging, as this is a tough market. That is also correct. A few weeks ago at an audio event in the Netherlands, I started to chat with Qobuz at their booth, and we talked about what differentiates Qobuz from the other streaming companies. Their response was audio quality and attention for the artists. Would that not be a great connection for Octave Records? If Octave makes great recordings, why not team up with Qobuz and help make them a unique value that separates them from the competition? Hans, that's excuse me, a very logical question, and it makes perfect sense. And I wish we could do something like that. We are great supporters of Qobuz. I prefer Qobuz to Tidal. I've said it many times. I think their audio quality is better. I think their attention to the artists are better. My friend David Solomon, who, I'm not sure what David, I think he does the marketing or something, but he and I have been friends for years, and he's a great asset at Qobuz. Just great people to work with. So we fully support Qobuz. We like everything they do, and yes, they and Octave Records stand for pretty much the same thing. Where we don't agree is about paying artists. We don't record Taylor Swift. Love to record Taylor Swift, but we don't. And it's unlikely she's going to give me a call and say, hey, Paul. So to make a point, and I'm exaggerating with old Taylor there, unless you have a lot, hundreds of thousands, 10,000, 20,000 listens, the artists involved aren't going to make any money. They can't. Qobuz, it's not that they're stingy or anything else. They're not. They're great. But unless you have a ton of listeners, you can't make any money for the musicians, and the label can't make any money to pay its expenses. So, I mean, look, this is, I'm just being straight with you all. Octave is, I don't want to call it a hobby, because it's more than that. We've invested a lot of money. Just talk to the people in accounting. I mean, a lot of money in building that studio, that label, the salary, all the stuff that goes into that. It's a lot of money. And somehow we got to get it paid back. And we will never get our investment back. That was never our intent. What I'm hoping for is just to be able to break even. I would be delighted if Octave Records would just break even. And some months it does, and which is really gratifying. But what does that mean? Well, it means that in a month where we break even, where we pay our expenses, those expenses include a nice hefty chunk to the artists, because one of our goals is to take small-time artists who are really talented and really good and make great recordings and help them make a living. If musicians can't make a living, it doesn't benefit any of us. It works against all of us. Because, you know, if he's got to be a plumber during the day and a band member at night, there's only so much that person can accomplish. It's hard. So our goal is to have our artists make money, and no one's getting rich off of this, and certainly we're not. But the moment we go to Qobuz, two things happen. Our revenue stream drops down like, and our, I want to say readership, our listenership goes up. That's a good thing, but then the revenue stops. So it's a real tough problem. And right now I think we're just going to stay on course, because we're making it, we're doing it. And that's a big accomplishment after 2 or 3 years of this. Anyway, thanks for the advice. I hope this all kind of makes sense. All right, bye.